You know, for me, the story came to me. I didn't want to do another Mad Max. I'd already done 3, but it kept growing and growing, and eventually I realized we were going to do it. The main thing is that I wanted to do it a little bit more like the second Mad Max, Road Warrior, which is one continuous chase. The whole story's told on the run, and trying to tell a story, as Alfred Hitchcock said, where they don't have to read the subtitles in Japan. That you simply just it's visual storytelling, and by the time we got to shoot, you know, very hard to find another actor once you establish one. And then I got to know Tom's work, and I met Tom, and I thought, wow, I was so excited by the idea of working with you. It was a tough movie to make, but you've got the technology to make it safe. And
the idiot that will do it.
And an idiot who will do it.
And an idiot to hang upside down.
Yeah. But you know, he was inches off the ground,
and he's an idiot,
and the vehicle's moving, and you only keep you there for a short time because the blood goes to your head.
Yeah, that's true.
And stuff. But if you turn your head upside down while you're watching the movie, you'll see that it's you.
I'm happy. I'm incredibly happy and gainfully employed.
Tom, what was it like for you making the film?
Awesome. I've never done anything this large before, actually, and initially it was quite, I think, intimidating because I felt that there was a tremendous amount of pressure to deliver, which I put on myself anyway. But I think because of the mythology and the size and the epic nature of what George has achieved and was at the time, I suppose, trying to achieve on a day-by-day basis and a minute-by-minute basis, I was quite overwhelmed by the amount of information that I had to process, as well as the legacy of the previous 3 films, and obviously Mel Gibson being synonymous with the icon that is Mad Max, and taking that on. So there was an abundance of different feelings, really, and ultimately it comes down to wanting to do the job properly and as best as I possibly could.
It was a great thing to watch. We shot in more or less continuity, and it was a great thing to watch the character emerge through the story. And then you got into the cutting room, and when you found those pieces and you could see that, it was good. It was a surprisingly high degree of difficulty of a movie. Just the physicality, and then to take a character which is essentially silent and do that. I can see how hard it is.
It's good fun, though. It's good fun. And I'm now ready to do one. I'm now ready to shoot the movie.
Yeah, well, by the time you finish anything, you learn how to do it. Yeah.
Well, I think there were very few. I mean, I can't think of anybody else. Character actresses who are not only exquisitely beautiful, but also have the ability and range to be completely, to have a complete disregard for vanity and narcissism, and a range that can also fully articulate that at a psychological level in physicality as well as languages. And Charlize is like an instrumental figure actually in the acting fraternity for her ability to do that. So to watch her, and I don't know how she does what she does. But her transformational ability is second to none, really. So the hair, yeah. I mean, obviously the arm was pretty practical application of a green sock. You know, that's how much went into doing that. You know, I'm sure it was very, very uncomfortable to wear the arm that she had on. But I think it's very brave to suddenly for anybody to sort of shave their hair. I mean, for a female, I suppose, who's also considered incredibly beautiful and a Dior model, to say I'm going to shave my hair and be seen, as a person, as their personhood, sort of, and then I'm going to, perform very physical, brutal viscerality with my. She took to that like a duck to water. She broke my nose by accident.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, she's powerful.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember in the fight when she puts her elbow, because she had the green stump on the mask, and that mask was metal. Oh, no, she did. It was quite nice. It was quite nice. It was very bonding. We bonded through.
But Tom,
broken bones. We all did.
Yeah, we did.
good. Not really. I think the nature of anything is that if you're in the middle of something which is really hard and you really care about what you're doing, you know what I mean, and you're working with some people who you're in very close, confined spaces with, you're going to irritate each other. And you know, I'm sure I irritated her a lot, and you know, I irritate myself. But it's only right to sort of, you know, shake hands and sort of have a hug, and I've got a huge amount of respect for Charlize, and she's amazing what she does. So yeah, I irritated her, and you know, she gives as good as she gets, and I had to paint her something, but you know, I love her to bits. So.
But plus, you know, we shot the film more or less in continuity, and the movie started with these two characters trying to kill each other, and they gradually get mutual regard. I'm not saying this is method acting, but we were out there in the desert, in the remotest place you could imagine, and somehow that got into everything, and I think it's up there on the screen, which is so great.
Right.
You know, it's
fantastic.